Okay, so here we are for the students' presentation on animal ethics and animal care, day 2. And today we have Tanuja and Samruddhi with us who will be presenting the further part of the same. So, Tanuja, once the slide opens, you can, means when it starts, you can start your presentation. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
now it's there, I guess. Okay. If you're fine, you can turn on your camera. I'll turn off mine and I'll turn off my mic as well. Are you ready to start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, you can go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. The CPCS EA guidelines. CPCS EA stand for Committee for the Purpose of Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animal. Next slide, ma'am. Hello. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about function of CPCSA, goals, animal used in experiment, veterinary care, quarantine, stabilization, separation, physical faculty, record keeping, and the guideline for the SOP. Next slide, ma'am. Functions of CPCS-EA. It includes registration of establishment conducting animal experiments or breeding of animal. It also gives the selection and appointment of a nominees in the institutional animal ethics committee of registration registered establishment. At institutional level, CPCS-EA works through IAEC, that is Institutional Animal Ethics Committee. Approval of animal house facility is also in hand of CPCS-EA. Permission for conducting experiment involving use of animal and recommendation for import of animal for use in experiment. Next slide, ma'am. Goals of CPCS-EA to promote the human care of animal used in experiment, establish standards for animal handling, establish standards for animal handling, hello, hello.
Yes, start from the goals
Yes.
part again.
Yes. Goals of CPCS-EA is to promote the human care of animal used in biomedical and behavioral research and testing. It also it avoid to avoid unnecessary pain before, during, and after the experiment. It also gives the guideline for house care, breeding, maintenance. Next slide, ma'am. As discussed earlier, animal used for the experiments. There are many animals are used, but mostly rat and mice are used. That is for 50. That is about 59%. Then fish, birds, rabbit, other rodents, farm animal, reptiles, cats, and dog or monkey are used about 1 to 2%. Next, veterinary care. Veterinary care must be provided
It's
adequately. It,
veterinary care. It's veterinary care. Okay. I'm just correcting you so that you can spell it correct next time. Okay.
yes, ma'am. Veterinary care must be provided adequately. It includes daily observation of animal, supervision, animal nutrition, and sanitization. It is a responsibility of veterinary person or a person who are training in training or experience in laboratory animal science and medicine. Quarantine stabilization and separation. Quarantine is the separation of newly received animal from those already in facility until the health and possibly the microbial status of newly received animal have been determined. Duration of small lab animal is 1 week to 1 month, and for large animal it is about 6 weeks. Stabilization is depends on type and duration of animal transportation, and separation different species of animal is kept in different room for the for to prevent the interspecies disease transmission. For all of this, separate person should be appointed for taking care of animal. Next slide.
Is this the correct
Food.
slide? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Food. Animal food is referred as feed. Uh, fe- uh, Feed should be palatable, non-contaminated, and nutritionally adequate food. Diet should be free from heavy metal. Uh, Feed should be provided in sufficient amount. Bedding. Uh, Bedding should be absorbent, free of toxic chemicals or other substances that could injure animal or personnel should be removed and replaced with a fresh material as often as necessary to keep animal clean and dry. Bedding should be changed twice a week. Water. Ordinary animals should have continuous access to fresh, potable, and uncontaminated drinking water. Animals Periodic monitoring of microbial contamination in water is necessary. It is better to replace fresh water bottle every day and then refill them. Next slide, ma'am. Sanita- uh, Sanitation and cleanliness. Animal room, corridors, storage space, and other areas should be clean with appropriate detergent and disinfectant. Sanitation is essential activity in animal house. Water bottles, stopper, and other apparatus are washed and then sterile at 82 degrees Celsius. There are specific guidelines for cleaning of cages of rabbit and some rodent because they produce urine with high concentration of ammonia and mineral. So they should be treated with acid solution before cleaning. Animal care and technical personnel. Animal care program require technical and husbandry support. Institutions should employ people trained in laboratory animal science to ensure effective implementation of the program. Next slide, ma'am. Personal hygiene. It is essential for the animal care staff to maintain high standard personal cleanliness. Facilities should be provide some some obligate like shower, change of uniform, footwear, etc. Duration of experiment. Animals should be used for experiment for more than 3 years unless adequate justification is provided. Restaurant. Restaurant is a device which is required for basically needed for examination and collection of a blood sample. Whatever method is applicable, there are certain guidelines to use restaurant. That is like a period of restaurant should be kept minimum, or animal to be placed in restaurant should be given training to adopt the equipment. Uh, Also for also personnel who is handling the restaurant should also give the training. Then transport of laboratory animal. The main consideration of all transport of animals are the mode of transport, the container, the animal density in cage, food and water during transit, protection from transit infection, injury and stress. That is, transport of animal must be taken care from one place to another. Animal can be transport by road, rails, or air as per their convenience. Food and water during transmit must be taken. Container of transport should be of appropriate size so as enable of animal to have comfortable free movement and protection from possible injury to avoid stress. Yes, ma'am. This is some This is some physical restaurant which are used for different animals. Thank you, ma'am. Next up, Samruddhi.
Okay, Samruddhi will be starting from here only, right? Means next
Yes,
slide.
No, ma'am. Next
from next
slide.
slide.
Okay. Yes, Samruddhi, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are
Hello.
audible. Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to discuss about CPCSA. CPCSA guidelines. CPCSA means Committee for the Purpose of Control and Supervision of Experiments on Animals. Tanuja explained about function of CPCSA, goals, animal used in experiment, veterinary care, uh, quarantine stabilization, separation, and I am going to discuss about physical facilities, record keeping, SOP guidelines. Now, physical facilities. Building materials should be selected to facilitate efficient and hygienic operation of animal facility. Durable, moisture proof, fire resistance, seamless material are most desirable for interior surface, including vermin and pest resistance. Seamless means smooth and continuous. Then corridors should be wide enough to facilitate the movement of personnel as well as equipment, and should be kept clean. Then utilities such as water lines, drain pipes, and electrical connections should be preferably preferably be accessible through service panels in corridors outside the animal rooms. Then animal room doors should be non-rust, vermin, and dust-proof. They should fit properly within their frames and provide with an observation window. Door closer may be provided. Rodent barriers can be provided in the doors of the small animal facilities. Next slide. Then exterior windows. Windows are not recommended for small animal facilities. However, where power failure are frequent and backup power is not available, they may be necessary to provide alternate source of light and ventilation. In our area, in our site, there are most issue about power failure. That is why there is not backup power is available, so exterior window is most important. They may be necessary to provide alternate source of light and ventilation. Then next is floors should be smooth, moisture proof, non absorbent, and skid proof, resistance to acid solvent and adverse effects of detergent and dyes, di, di, disinfectant. Then next, walls and ceiling walls should be free of cracks, unsealed utility penetrations, or imperfect junction with doors, ceiling, floors, and corners. Surface material should be capable of withstanding scrubbing with detergent and di- disinfectant. If there is any kind of crack in wall and ceiling walls, it will be trouble for animal health. Then storage areas, separate storage areas should be designed for feed breeding cages and materials not in use. Next slide. Then disposal. The transgenic and knockout animals should be first euthanized and then disposed of as prescribed elsewhere in the guidelines. Uh, Euthanasia means the painless kill. Then next, anesthesia and euthanasia. The scientist should ensure that the procedure which are considered painful are conducted under appropriate anesthesia as recommended for each species of animals. It must also be ensured that the anesthesia is given for the full duration of experiment, and at no stage the animal is conscious to perceive pain during the experiment. In the event of a decision to sacrifice an animal termination of an experiment or otherwise an approved method of euthanasia should be adopted. Next slide. Hello. Anesthesia means anesthesia is a state of control to block nerve supply. Then local anesthesia are used to block the nerve supply to a limited area and are used only for minor and rapid procedures. A number of general anesthetic agents are used in the form of inhalants. General anesthetics are also used in the form of intravenous or intramuscular injection, such as barbiturates. The animal should remain under the veterinary care till it compulsory recovers from anesthesia. Then euthanasia. Euthanasia is restored to event where an animal is sacrificed on the purpose of an experiment or otherwise for the ethical reasons. The procedure should be carried out quickly and painlessly in an atmosphere free from fear and anxiety. Anesthesia and euthanasia. In this, there is difference. Anesthesia give for block in a nerve supply, and when we go for sacrifice of animal, euthanasia for painless kill. Next slide. Hello. Then record keeping. The animal house should maintain the following records that are animal house plan, with include typical floor plan, then animal house staff record, both technical as well as non-technical, then health of animals and staff, all SOP relevant to animals, then breeding, stock, purchase, and sales records, records of experiment conducted with the number of animals used, then death record, and last clinical record of sick animals. Next slide. Then SOP and guidelines. SOP means standard operating procedures. SOP should contain the following items like name of author, title of SOP, date of preparation, reference of previous SOP on the same subject and date, that is issue number and date, then objectives and detailed information of the instrument used in relation with animal with methodology, that is model number, serial number, and date of commissioning, and etc. On next slide. Then last, the method should in all cases meet the following requirements that are death without causing anxiety, pain, or distress with minimum time lag phase, then minimum physiological and physiological disturbance, compatibility with the purpose of study, and minimum emotional effect on the operator, and location should be separate from animal rooms and free from environmental contaminants. Next slide. These are reference, and thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tanuja, and thank you, this thing. So I would highlight few things over here. First, so we call it as euthanasia, okay? And then anesthesia and euthanasia, they are different, as in when you want to perform any procedure on animals, that is the time you want to give them anesthesia. So many a times we do perform lot many procedures in preclinical trials on animals. So in that, during that time period of time, you have to give them anesthesia, and you have to make sure that during your procedure the animal is not waking up, same as that of humans. So before you do any trials on human, you have to do the same kind of experimentation on animal, and you have to take the due care for the same. And then euthanasia is nothing but after you are done with the experimentation and when there is a time for sacrifice, so there are certain procedures you have to follow, which will be called as euthanasia procedures, and in which we have CO2 chamber, and we also have dislocation of the head from spinal cord, right? The neck from the under rest of the spinal cord. So this particular procedure over here is a dislocation procedure. And another CO2 chamber, I think we guys have seen when we had gone to Ruya for seeing their animal housing facility, if you guys remember, and you guys have handled the whole experimentation of liver dysfunctioning. So I'm sure you guys can relate very well to this, whatever slides or CPC, SCA guidelines that these girls have right now told. So it's very simple. These guidelines are going to tell you about how the animal facility should be, what all things should be taken care of, starting from how will you how a person who is going to handle the animals is supposed to take care of himself, and also how the facilities, how the cages will be, how the breeding facility should be, how the flooring should be, water, bedding, feed of the animals, everything is mentioned in detail. So further adding on to that is that when you have one particular type of animal in your facility that you're supposed to do the experiment on, you also have to mention what kind of a food you are going to give, what kind of a water you are going to give, how much ml of the water you are going to give, especially when these animals are in experimentation that you're going to carry on them. Okay, and you have to keep on checking how much amount of water they have drank, and how much amount of feed they have eaten, and during your experimentation especially. Okay, so it is same as so how we count in human trials, how much amount of water that per subject has drank and how much amount of food they have drank, because all these factors are also going to affect the results that you are going to get from that particular trial. Okay, so I'm sure this is pretty much clear, but if anybody has any doubt, can ask them. Are there any doubts? Varad, are we fine till here? You're there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, are we
Yes.
fine? Okay, so in
Yes,
the we have less than 1 minute remaining. I don't know why this is not going on for 40 minutes, but anyways, we are going to start from Google Meet from tomorrow. So we'll be doing Google classes, which will run for 1 hour and more than that as well. So who are the next two people who are going to present in the next this thing? Please fast, you write your...
Ma'am, me and Sumedha, Musrat and Sumedha.
Okay, Musrat and Sumedha. Okay, so we'll meet at 1:30, all of us. Okay, and for now,
Okay, ma'am.
and I'll be joining both the videos of first session and the afternoon session and uploading them. I'll be uploading them. Okay, and I'll be sharing the slides also on Google Classroom. So I'm signing off for now. I'll see you guys in the afternoon session at 1:30. Okay.
Okay, so who is going to start first, Musrat?
Ma'am, me, Sumedha.
Sumedha will be starting first. Okay. So here we are for afternoon session. We'll be starting with we'll be continuing the students' presentation, and we have now Nusrat and Sumedha plus who will be presenting on animal ethics committee. Okay, Sumedha, you can start actually.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So me and Musrat are going to tell about Animal Ethics Committee. So next slide, ma'am. As we see the history of animal ethics, I just want to tell you why the Animal Ethics Committee is established. So this Animal Ethics Committee term is used to describe human-animal relationships, how it is being managed and treated while the experimentation. The subject matter includes animal rights, animal welfare, animal law, animal cognition, wildlife conservation, the moral status of non-human animals, and the history of animal use. Animal cognition is nothing but to give the proper environment to the animals, how it has been kept, and all looking after all those animals. Next slide. History and milestone in animal welfare. It is nothing but the important points and the timeline, how the animal milestone established. So in 1641, first legislation forbidding cruelty to animals was passed in the Court of Massachusetts. In 1820, first anti-cruelty law was passed in England. 1824 and 1865, SPCA in England and USA. SPCA is nothing but Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. So 1871, they published some guidelines for animal experimentation. In 1883, American Society came into the existence, and in 1890, Act preventing cruelty to animals implemented. So later on, this is replaced by the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act in 1960. Next slide. As in 1926, the Charles Human founded, which is UFAW, University Federation of Animal Welfare, came across to change the attitude of people to the animals. So in 1959, the William Russell and the Rhys Bush wrote some three principles of human experiment technique. Those three principles was there are three concepts, that is reduction, refinement, and replacement. As we saw in the very first presentation. Next slide, ma'am. So steps towards using fewer animals. These are the three concepts, that is reduction, refinement, and replacement. Reduction, more data from a given number of animals. Collaborating with colleagues, minimum necessarily animals. The thing that is made smaller or less in size or as amount. Using the less animals and getting the more data from using less animals, it is reduction. Refinement, methods to minimize pain, suffering, alteration in frequency and volume of dose, enhancement of animal well-being. So refinement applies to all except of animals use to farm, housing, husbandry, to the scientific procedures performs on them. So replacement is a method that use organisms with limited sentence, microbes, invertebrates, improve information exchange, mathematics and computer models. The action which are or process to replacing something or something with someone else. This is known as the replacement. These are the three concepts in the animal uh, experimentations. Next slide, ma'am. There are 5 freedoms in this. So the 5 freedoms were originally developed from the UK government report on livestock husbandry in 1965, and then formed the Animal Welfare Council in 1979. Next slide, ma'am. The 5 freedoms are freedom from hunger or thirst. You should be looking after all those needs and hunger with feeding those animals in proper time, giving the water. Freedom from discomfort, environment, shelter, and resting area. You should be looking after those environmental area, the shelter, and the resting area should be proper for those animals. Freedom from pain, injury, or disease by prevention or rapid diagnosis and treatment. If any harm is occurring or anything is coming across, you should be giving them a proper treatment. Freedom to express most normal behavior. You should be looking after all those expressions of that animals, if it is normal behavior or not. Freedom from free and distress also. Slide, ma'am. So this is the flowchart of Indian Act for Animal Welfare. So in this Prevention of Cruelty to Animal Act 1960, there are two bodies, statutory body and subordinate body. In statutory body, there are two bodies, that is known as Animal Welfare Board of India, AWBI, and Committee for the Purpose of Supervision and Control of Experiments and on Animal, that is CPCSA. And in subordinate body, there is the National Institute of Animal Welfare, Haryana. Next slide, ma'am. Functions of CPCSE is registration of establishment, selection and appointment of nominees in the Institutional Animal Ethics Committee, approval of animal house facilities. They will be giving us approval by looking of all the guidelines, protocol and all. They will be giving the permission for conducting the experiments, a recommendation of the import animals, action against establishment in case of violation. If any of the violation is happening due to the ingoing experiment, action will be taken from them. Next slide. Institutional Animal Ethics Committee. As per CPCSA, Institutional Animal Ethics Committee has been constituted to the supervise and evaluate our accept of the animal care and use program in the institutional under the rules. It is nothing but the body comprising of a group or a person looking after registered by committee for the purpose of control and supervision of the experiments on the animal performed in establishment. And they will be looking on each and every single thing which has been doing in the experiment, which is constituted and operated in accordance with the procedure specified for the persons by the committee. Next slide. Objectives behind designing. Utilization of confinement staff for animal experiment. The staff has been allotted for the different animal which has been doing the experiment. Performance with care and humanity. Anesthesia. Euthanasia in case of recovery will involve serious suffering. Where the euthanasia is the procedure should be carried out quickly, painlessly in any atmosphere, fear or anxiety, to avoid animal experiment wherever possible. So to avoid experiment on large animals, in case small lab animals can be utilized. To avoid experiments merely for the purpose of acquiring manual skill. Proper look after both before the experiment and after the experiment. The record should be kept before the experiment also and after the experimentations also, to maintain the suitable experimentation records while ongoing trial and after that. So the further information will given by the Musrat. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon. As Sumedha told you about how the animal ethics committee is established and what are the different objectives behind this designing. So now going further, I'm going to tell you about the functions of IAAC. So the first function is to achieve design's objectives. Every committee has some objectives. So wherever what is any objectives of that respective project is going to act by the act by the animal ethics committee. Second one is to review and approve research proposals involving a small animal experimentation before the start of the study. It means that the committee is going to approve the research proposals, whichever the proposals you are whichever the research you are conducting. We have to propose the file, we have to make the proposal of that research and give it to them to review and approve this. The next is for experimentation on large animal in case if required to be forwarded CPCSA in a prescribed manner with the recommendation of IAAC. It means that IAAC means Animal Ethics Committee should be given if any research conducting large animals, they are going to forward the report to the CPCSA, which is the main committee of the animal ethics. And next, to monitor the research throughout and after completion study. As you know, wherever the study is happening, they are coming for monitor the animals we are using, what kind of study you are doing, how you are getting the results and all. So the last function is to visit the animal house and laboratory to ensure the compliance with all regulatory requirements and applicable rules, guidelines, and laws. It means that they are going to come to our laboratory to ensure that we are all following the guidelines of the ethics committee guidelines. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, so this committee has the main scientist in charge of animal facility. The composition of committee is, first they are having a scientist in charge with animal facility, whoever it is. Then the biological scientist, they need a biological scientist, two scientists from different biological disciplines. They are having two different biological disciplines because we are going to experiment on animals by the chemicals and our drugs. So scientists should be contained from different disciplines, and one veterinarian is involved to take care of the animals, one outside of the institute of one scientist is from outside of the institute, a non-scientific socially aware member who is aware from who is taken care for the ethics of the animal, which is non-scientific, who will be tell them about if any cruelty is happening, if anything he is seeing. So one nominee of CPCSA means the committee of CPCA having a one member in this committee, IAAC. Next slide. Okay, so how now we are saying how the decision making is going on. A decision is the quorum having 6 members minimum. So all the decision should be taken in the meetings and not by circulations. It means that all the decision should be taken in presence of all the 6 members. You cannot take decision with 2-3 people and then circulate the decision. It's not gonna happen in this committee. Then the presence of CPCSEA nominee is must. Means the member from the CPCSCA committee it should be present when you are going to make any decision. Then the link nominee can attend. If any nominee is unavailable at that point, then the link nominee is the substitute of that nominee. He can attend the meeting. The next is the socially aware members presence is compulsory in cases of refer to the CPC. Means some researchers are very big and they are using big animals. So according to that decision, the CPCSA member is really important for their attendance of in this decision meeting. Next slide, ma'am. Now we are saying how the record keeping and archiving means how they are taking care of the records and data. So the first is curriculum vitae means CV of the all members which is involved in the IAAC. They are archiving from the archiving in their data. Now, the copy of study protocols with the enclosed documents, progress reports means every protocol which is going to follow by the committee, that copy is have to be archived in their computers. Then the minutes of all meetings duly signed by the chairperson and the members means whichever you are going to take the meetings, their data means their reports are going to be saved. The copy of all existing relevant national and international guidelines on the animal ethics and laws along with the amendments means of course they have to also follow the guidelines of animal ethics, because they are going to take a decision whether you are whether your research is passed or not. So they have to make sure that guidelines are with them. Next is copy of all correspondence with members, researchers, and other regulatory body. Means same, the personal data of the members, researchers, and the regulatory bodies they are keeping. Then the final report of approved projects, whichever the project they are approving, that the record is keeping by them. Then record of breeding of animal supply means like from which the animal house you are taking the animal from, where which amount, and everything about the animals. Then record of import of animals with species, source, and quantity uses same as above I have told you. Then record of all contract research means whichever research they are research proposal they are getting, every research proposal they have to keep in their record. Record of rehabilitation of large animals if done means any large animals is using, that record also they have to keep. All documents should be archived for a period as subscribed to the SOP. And obviously as we know, we have to documentate everything within the time limit and every then and now. So they are also following that. Next slide, ma'am. Okay, so this IAEC committee has to report the CPCSEA committee every research project which is they are getting. So after IAEC meeting, within 15 days, the inspection report of animal house with the photographs by animal ethics committee members is required to be sent once in a calendar year. Means they have to send all records to the main committee, which is CPCSEA. Next slide, ma'am. So how the project proposal they are accepting, or any project mentee is going to propose the project. So it includes the study rationale, number of animals, methodology, every detailed procedure which is you are going to follow, species which is going to be about animals, which species you are using and how many amount of that. Then trained personnel and veterinary care, which is the person which is going to take care of all veterinary veterinary cares, and their medical reports and everything we have to submit. You remember, we were on Ruia College, was one sir who is taking care of every veterinary care. So they told us about that every veterinary care we have to take care about it, and also we need to supply them every information like their own medical report also. Then next is anesthesia, which anesthesia you are using, how many amount. You remember the ma'am told us that amount of anesthesia is going to be directly proportional to the amount of the body weight of the animal. According to that, the amount of anesthesia we are going to use. Euthanasia, as you know, ma'am told us in the morning section that we have to take care about animals, sacrificing animals in a lesser cruelty, or lesser the pain, by giving them lesser the pain. So there are different methods of euthanasia, two different methods, that carbon dioxide. One method is by giving them incubator of carbon dioxide, and the second one is the that what was that, disclosure
Dislocation. Dislocation.
dislocation. Yeah, ma'am, right. Dislocation. Okay, next slide, ma'am. So on what point of they are reviewing our project proposals. So first, is the animal study is justified? Means they cannot give you like that animals. We have to justify them that we are going to get a results. We are going to get a data from it. Then only they are going to review our project. Then is replacement, reduction, and refinement possible? You know the three concepts of three concept of IASC, that we have to replace, reduct, and refine the animals. Like we have to take care of the less amount of animals, which is giving the larger data. And then, is pain or suffering involved? Is any kind of pain? Uh, if we are going to administer any drug by injection or intravenously, sometimes the sometimes animals get affected by that very much. So we have to take care about that. If the oral administration is possible, we have to give them that. Will survival surgery be done? Means after completion of experiment, some animals get a lot of damage. So if any there is survival surgery we can be done, or otherwise we have to just sacrifice that animal. How will euthanasia be carried out? That also we have to mention in there. Where will be animals be, uh, how you means where are you going to keep it, how's their environment, and how's the feeding and all, everything about that. What food will you be given, how will be the dead animal should be disposed of. Means there are guidelines for disposing animals. We cannot dispose that. We have to submit to the authority, and they will dispose that animals. So all this data we have to written in our project proposal. Next slide, ma'am. So there are three most important concept I have written over here, because whenever we are going to perform animal studies in the animal ethics, they are very important. So first is controlling pain. We have to control the pain. The environmental and behavioral strategies taken to relieve the pain or distress, such as decreasing noise. We have to take care of the animals, like they have to keep inside any one room where no noise is there. Gentle handling, we shouldn't handle them very, we have to handle them very gently. Separation means we have to keep the animals in very different places. The one cage is for one animal, another is for another. We cannot keep them means like according to their behavior. We have to see their behavior and we have to keep them accordingly. Then
Here
familiar
mostly just
environment.
a minute. Here the separation would be according to the male and female, okay? And also what kind of animal you are selecting. See, in mice also we have many varieties of mice, many strains of mice, and then you have different genetically modified organisms, means like mice also. So in
Yes.
that case, you will be separating them accordingly. And mainly, if you talk about the separation, it will be male and female separation. Otherwise, you will end up having lots of baby rats in the cage. So if you want to breed them, if you don't want to breed them, then according to you will be separating. And in an experiment, generally the separation is according to the weight of the rat. Okay, so rat or the mice. So similar weight mices are kept in the same cage and another one. So accordingly, the selection of the cages happen. And in a cage, you can keep around 4 to 5 mices, where it will be easy for you to clean the cages and take care of their feed and the amount of water they are going to drink. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So next slide, ma'am. So anesthesia. The use of anesthetic is based upon some points, which is species and the age of the animal, which species we are using and what are the age of the animal, the type and degree of pain, also the effect and the particular agents on specific organ system, means which where we are uh, trying it means that uh, which particular area we are targeting. That's what I want to tell you, that we have to see about it. Then length of the operative procedure, then I mean how much amount of time you are taking for this, and we have to take care of them that much time. Then the safety of agent for an animal, of course we have to take care of a toxicity and every other safety of the animals. Next slide, ma'am. Of course, euthanasia, the act of killing animals by including rapid unconsciousness and death without pain or distress. As we are saying from the first presentation, that euthanasia is very important. We have to kill the animals in the way that they are not getting any pain or any stress or any mental stress also. And at the end,
We never say kill the animal. We always say sacrifice of the animal. Okay.
sacrifice.
Yes. Never ever use the kill term. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Then at the end of the study procedure to relieve the severe pain or distress. If any study, after any study, any animal is having severe pain or distress, or it cannot be cured, so we have to sacrifice that animal. Then the barbiturates and inhalants, means that anesthetics are preferable to physical methods. For any organ we are studying or physical methods we are studying, we have to give them these anesthetics before sacrificing.
Okay, we have just less than 1 minute remaining, Nusrat. So would you go over the slide for Takse and then we can
Okay.
just say bye bye.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will be gone. Yeah.
Okay. Next slide. Then this is the procedure that it should be the painless and rapid, reliable and non-reversible, should cause a mini.
Yes.
Okay, so procedure of euthanasia is the painless. It should be painless and rapid, reliable or non-reversible. Means we cannot try once or twice. It should be one time go. Then should cause a minimum physiological stress. Then carried out in a separate room as animal recognize sound and smell. Other animals couldn't recognize that. Then it should be carried out by the skilled personnel, and the trained personnel should be confirmed death. We cannot keep them like that. We should confirm the date. So if anyone is having any doubt, they can ask now.
Yes, if there are any doubts, you can go ahead and ask both Sumedha and Nusrat. You guys have any doubt, you can type in the chat box as well. But I would like to summarize this whole thing that, see, if you see now, IEAC committee and our IEC committee is the same, and their main role is to take care of all the study protocols, review the protocols, and then they can also go for audits and then implement it. By when the implementation of the protocol is happening, that time also they can audit and review accordingly, and then only give the decisions for approval of the protocol. Then after that, when the protocol is getting implemented, that time they can conduct the audit. And finally, so over here also, what all things you will be reporting to IEC is like if there is any sudden, if how many animals you used, if there are any sudden deaths, what is the reason behind those sudden deaths of the animal, whether you are changing any procedures, means any amendments in the protocol also has to be reported to the IEAC committee. So the overall scenario is going to be the same as that of what we had in human trials as well. So that's the reason I told you guys everything about the human trials. So this is a little bit easy for you guys to understand, because there is no difference. And then ultimately the euthanasia procedure and the anesthesia procedures are supposed to be according to the protocol what you have written in the protocol, right? And anesthesia, and these girls have explained already about it. The anesthesia will be according to the body weight of the mice, what kind of an experiment you are conducting, and euthanasia procedure, whichever you have got approval for, whether it is dislocation or whether it's the CO2 chamber keeping. So every minute detail you have to list it down in your protocol. And then secondly, let me tell you this also, at any point of time that you think that your animal is suffering due to some studies that you are conducting on that animal, that time you are supposed to euthanize the animal. You cannot keep the animal in the facility like that. Just give me 1 minute. I'm very sorry for that. Yeah. So any point of time, if you think that the animal is suffering or if he is into pain, then it is your duty to make sure that you are sacrificing that animal and you are not going to keep that animal in your facility just in order to see that how long he can bear the pain. You want to carry out the further procedure. For example, when we used to conduct the cancer trials, so we used to give the cancer cells injections, means like cells injections on the hind limb of the mice, the nude mice. Okay, and then the hind limbs may tumor develop होते थे, and at certain stages those tumor used to be very big, like this big, like the size of a lemon, small lemon. So at that time, the mice couldn't even walk because the tumor that has been developed in that particular area. So that time we have to make sure, and sometimes the tumors would also bleed. That time we have to make sure that you cannot conduct any further trial. You cannot keep that animal in the trial anymore, preclinical trial. You have to sacrifice that animal. So there are some, even if you are, it's like I had done that kind of a study, so I know about that. So there are many regulations pertaining to each protocol that you are conducting for your preclinical trial. And then for that particular tumor study that we had, for lung cancer study we had to develop some amount size of tumor only. If that is the size of the tumor, then only it is acceptable to keep that mice in the facility. If the tumor exceeds that size, then you'll have to sacrifice that mice. Okay, so these all minute details are also supposed to be mentioned in the protocol, because preclinical trials hold a major responsibility for further clinical trials. So you have to make sure that you are doing everything correct and you are writing down everything in your protocol and getting the approval from IESA. In India, we might not see at many places that we have such facilities and we are doing animal studies, but if you see outside countries, every institute has their own animal facility and they conduct their own experiments accordingly. And so that's the reason you get lots of exposure when you are into, it's like outside countries where all the facilities are within the institute. Okay, so there are very less institute in India, at least, where they have their own animal facility and they conduct the experiments accordingly. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. So are there any questions about this? You can type in the chat box. Are we clear, Nusrat? Till here? Okay, thanks, Naina. So we can end the lecture over here and we'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Okay, with a new topic.